Hi, it's Kevin. Welcome to Relationship Ready. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Today, we're going to talk about daddy issues and mommy issues. We all got them. Well, they're not all issues, but the way to make them not issues is to be aware of what they are. So, we're going to define what daddy issues and mommy issues are. We're going to talk about differentiation a little bit, and we're going to talk about how in your partnership and in your relationship you can work together with your partner to have healthy, unhealthy awareness and behaviors around your daddy and mommy issues. So let's have a seat and join the family. Differentiation. Differentiation is growing up. It's being able to identify yourself differently than your parents, because we're all a product of our parents, whether they were with us or whether they were not. Our daddy issues and our mommy issues are partly genetic, because we have half the genes of whoever genetically that brought us up. And then the nurture part, about what are the emotional, what are the mental, what are the physical capabilities and capacities of our parents, and what did they pass along to us? Because we all pass along to our children the things that are the best and worst of us. The best and the worst of us we pass along to children, and we take from our parents. So differentiation is about separating out what's ours and what's our parents. What are our needs and what are our parents' needs, which translates into what are our needs and what are our partner's needs, what are our relationship needs. Because daddy issues are usually about power and protection. Can I be powerful enough to live up to the expectations of my daddy? Can I protect others as I felt or did not feel safe and protected from my dad? And how do we work out those things? Mommy issues are more about nurturance. I want my mommy. I want to be taken care of. I want to be supported. And how much we were supported and how much we were not supported or neglected plays out in our mommy issues, plays out in our relationships with other people who identify as women. Daddy issues play out with other issues who identify as men, or as masculine, or as feminine in the definition of those now. Because what is masculine and feminine? Well, they're not really clear. But what we've been trained traditionally throughout the years on is about hunting, gathering, and protecting our masculine characteristics, and nurturing, supporting, and feeding emotionally, physically, our feminine characteristics. But we have both of those, all of us, in us. And our parents did too. And what we do is we take those on and we mish them together and mosh them together and create ourselves. So if you ever react to somebody going, "You're just like your mother," well, it's not necessarily negative. That can be a compliment too. Because we take the best from our parents as well as the worst. Our partners are a resource, because that's where we know how to hit our best buttons and hit our partner's buttons. So we can identify the issues that are things that are brought up that we are most like, and our partners are most like our mothers or our fathers. Because when we go to bed with each other, we bring our mommy and daddy issues and our parenting issues into our entire relationship. From cooking, to sex, to cleaning, to the pace of our relationship and how quickly and how vulnerable we become. We get to decide those if we take control through differentiation. And differentiation comes about through self-awareness is one of the skills. The more aware we are of ourselves, and the more we work with our partner on being aware of ourselves by owning our parts and being able to go, oh, that's not about you, but it's also not about your mother or your father. It's not about my mother or my father or whatever parental figure we identify and learn from and our genetics. And being able to be aware of those things, be able to go, oh, that's just like my dad did. We get to decide, do I want to be like that or not? Because we are naturally attuned to be like that. We can make a choice to be the abandoning father or the welcoming father or the powerful father or the abusive father. We have a choice about doing those things. And our job is to separate me versus you, and me versus you and your mother and your father, and me and my mother and my father. And that's a negotiation in relationship through clear communication, identifying our own triggers and our buttons and our own issues based on what our unmet needs are. Maybe you just need a hug from your dad or from your mom. So you go around being clingy and trying to hug everybody, looking and following your partner to be like, no, I just need you to understand me. I need you to get me. I need you to touch me. I need you to physically be a part of me. And yes, we all have those needs, but when they're triggered based on our mother or father issues, then it's not about us. It's about our unmet needs from our mother and father. And being able to go, whoa, you're trying to get me to meet needs that you didn't get met from your parent? And you can get those, but not just from me. You got to develop those yourself and nurture yourself and develop your own self-worth and self-care and be open to the care from your partner. Maybe in a different way than your mother or father gave to you or you wanted them to give to you. It's a difficult thing to do. It's a lot of hard communication. Through self-awareness and through couple communication, not argument, but communication, of being able to work through things and identify what's me, what's you, what are your parents, how do we want to be, how do I want to be. That's the self-awareness. And then that's the choice to define yourself. That's where the power comes from, is defining yourself and who you are, separate from your mommy issues and your daddy issues that we all have and we all can play out in our relationships, or we can choose to set up a roadblock and go, let me determine whether or not this is a mommy or daddy issue or this is a me issue and something I want to move forward and take down the road with me. Because that is up to us. Because we can exit off that highway at any time, or we can continue unaware that we are being just like our mother or father, or just like we wish our mother and father to be. And that is how we take a hold of our mommy and daddy issues and be able to not play them out in our relationships, but be aware of them to get support from our partners in our relationships so we can all be more relationship ready. So what do we do with that? We got to get them met in healthy ways. So if we identify that maybe at a cold father, so emotionally I'm more cold or I'm less vulnerable, then I make a choice to either choose to be more warm or to choose to be more nurturing or to choose to not change and be able to say, this is a choice that I make to be less warm, less cold, but I understand you need those needs in our relationship. So how do we help you set up the supports and friendship to be able to get the warmth that you might be looking for? And as a partner, to help support in doing that by looking at parts of ourselves and leaning into those parts that are capable of it, and being able to support our partners and be able to get those outside of ourselves, because we can't get all our needs met in one relationship. But we have to follow the boundaries that we agree to about what needs should we meet in our relationship. And those shouldn't be meeting your mommy and daddy issues. Those should be addressing your mommy and daddy issues and deciding what you want to do with them and where to get those needs met. Because then we can all be more supportive of each other, more aware of ourselves, more self-aware, more differentiated, and not playing out our mommy and daddy issues on each other. And that's how we can be more relationship ready. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and enjoy this as we enjoy you and enjoy each other. See you next time on Relationship Ready.